Yes, hello. It's another episode of Aussie Max Zone. Hello. Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, 3 weeks since I've fronted the show. Some people might have thought I'd left. Some people probably clapped and cheered and ran around the streets naked. But no, put your clothes back on because I am back. That's right. For this week, our alternate week, you know how it works. All right, so hi, I'm Glenn, and this is Aussie Max Zone. And I think for those that you are counting, it's episode number 65, and we'd like to thank Michael for producing the show in my absence. He's got a hold of the feed, he's updated the feeds, he's uploaded the videos, the audios, and he's made it all happen while I was tucked up in my tiny little sleepy cocoon over there in the US. All right, well, we're talking about Michael. Let's say good day to him. How you doing, Michael?
We're doing well, thank you, Glenn.
Excellent.
Welcome home. It's good to see you back here.
Thank you. Good to be back. I'm not the best flyer. I don't go spaz out or anything, but yeah, you're always just a concerned flyer. And I got this app on my phone, Flight Radar 24. I don't know if you've ever seen that or heard of it. And it just shows you all the planes in the air around the world. And when you look at it, it's mad. And you think, how can all these planes be in the air at the same time? Why aren't they crashing? And so luckily I didn't find the distress alert before I went overseas. I found that after I came back. And every time a plane sends out a distress signal or an alert, you can get a little pop-up on your phone. And I've had quite a few since I've been back. I'm going, oh, God. But it's all good. Yeah, the trip was great. Went to LA, Disneyland, San Francisco just briefly, Alcatraz, Golden Gate, all that sort of stuff. So it was really good.
We were surprised you got out of Alcatraz, actually.
Oh, that's right. I bought 2 tickets, so I was right. I was good to go. But yeah, it was that was really good. There was a guy there who used to be an inmate signing autographs. So
that's what he told you.
Well, that's right. You're not going to know, are you? But he was I don't know, 80 or something. He wasn't a murderer or anything. He was just a counterfeiter, and apparently spent most of his life in jail. So there you go.
Counterfeited his history and said, "I used to be an inmate."
Well, this is true. And he's selling his book for I don't know, $20 or something. And I never bought it. I just thought, do I want to support this? No. So I just moved on. I thought I had a feeling. I thought, wouldn't this be valuable, when he dies? Because he looked like he's going to fall off any second. And would it be valuable? I thought, you know what? Nah, I can't be bothered. There's 100 people here getting his autograph as if this is going to be, valuable at any time. And then I was talking to another guy when I got home, and he goes, yeah, I was there 3 years ago. That guy was there doing the same thing. So he's obviously paid to. That's his gig, So good on him. Good luck to him. But good on him. But anyway, while I was away, the iPhones are out, and I think Michael, you've got one.
Yeah, I was lucky enough for my 6 Plus to turn up yesterday morning.
Oh, good. By
surprise.
Can you give us a flash
of the phone, or
yeah, preferably, yeah.
Probably the phone.
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Got my case today, yeah.
Now, it is a lot bigger. Now, what telco are you with?
Voda.
Yeah, and you like them?
Yeah, so far so good.
All right. And did you notice any plan price increases with this 6?
No, there wasn't. I'm on a special 6 phone deal.
A 6 phone deal? Oh, yeah. iPhone 6 phone.
No, 6 phones.
Okay, yeah.
I paid like a business plan.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and I just signed up again for another 2 years at the same rate. No changes.
Okay, yeah, because I looked at the Telstra plans, and I think they were I'm currently paying I think about 65, and they jumped up to about 85, and I thought. It's just getting a bit too much, for me personally. So I don't know.
Was that 85 for? We'll give you a new phone every year. Is that how they get you?
So. I think you have to pay an extra 10 for that.
Yeah. On top of that,
I think so. I just know that I went through and I just wasn't really excited about it, and I thought, well, 85 a month, that's getting a bit too crazy. And I think it was 1.5 gig and 700 worth of calls or something. But anyway, I just sat back and I thought, you know what, little 5's going all right, out of contract. That's dropped down to about 60. Probably could go 55 if I renewed the contract, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Yeah, took the 5 overseas straight away. Put a T-Mobile chip in, worked straight away.
Yeah,
so that was all good. Are the 6s coming unlocked? Do you know, with most telcos, or is it just up to individual telcos?
It's up to the individual telco. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because apparently with the Telstra, the 5s were just unlocked. Like you got it through Telstra, 5 is just unlocked. Go your hardest.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry.
Voda was like that too, from memory. So, but I know Optus still locked theirs in some cases.
Okay, yeah.
But I thought you can get is it a $60? You can do $60 3 gig unlimited calls and text with Vodafone, plus whatever they charge you for the phone per month. I don't know how much they charge for the phone per month.
So it'd probably be at least about $20. You'd think.
Don't know.
Well, look, I might have another look at it. I don't know. No. We'll wait till all the
people in China have been paying $2,000 a phone. American.
Crazy.
And these grey marketeers have been complaining because the price has gone down so quick. Because there's been so many of them. It's down to $1,000 a phone now.
Oh, dear. Well, I don't know. Look, I thought about, because my wife she's got a 4S and the battery is starting to just be consumed rather quickly. Maybe she might have to charge it, twice a day. It's stuff like this. So I did a reset for her, but it's still not really going too good. So she thought that she might try Telstra or look for a 5, buy a 5.
Yeah.
But and she come across on the Telstra side, it was all these, they're going to buy your iPhone 5 back for $250. And I said, well, what are they doing with all these phones? Are they going to resell them? Or what are they? They must be reselling them. Unless they send them back to Apple. I don't know what they're doing. But
sell them on eBay, sell them on...
Wherever, yeah.
India?
Well, yeah, well, I guess so. Ship them over to India or China or something.
Yeah.
But they'd have to get more than $250 for them to make it worthwhile. But anyway, look, the iPhone, what's been out now...
They've got you for another 2 years if you do the deal back, haven't they?
Well, yeah, that's true. So I'm not sure what to do, Michael. I'm just in a bit of a state of flux. I just don't know. Just don't know, And then look, we're going to go through one of the big. It looks like a bit of this henny penny type of problem with them. The sky is falling. It's the iPhone bends, and I read that and I shook my head. I went, oh dear, that's no good. And then the Apple threw their doors open, their manufacturing doors, and said, come on in, press, come and have a look at what we do. How do we test these phones?
Yeah, they just everyone went off, didn't they? Like it just was unbelievable.
Yeah, like a frog in a sock. Yeah,
it was shocking. And then the next day, like Apple said, come and have a look. It's not really happening, and you find out there were only 9 people complained about it. Like it's just.
Yeah, but does it? Do you find that it is bendy, or you're pretty happy with its sturdy?
Yeah, of course it's sturdy.
Yeah.
I gave it a bend. I got it up there and twisted it and bent it backward and forward. I'm happy to show that. That was. I was just amazed. One of the stories that I read, and now I don't even know the guy that wrote the blog post, right? But he said he had his 6 Plus in the front pocket of his suit pants.
Yeah.
Drove for 4 hours. Went to a wedding. Did dances. Sat at the wedding. Sat in his car. Drove 4 hours home. Next morning, put it on the coffee table, and he could see light underneath it, and realised that he'd somehow the phone was bent. Now I would have said maybe the day before he sat on it.
Yeah.
But hadn't actually put it on a table where he had light underneath it. You don't know for sure.
Yeah, you don't know. I think, and I know a lot of people put them in their back pockets. I don't get that. Yeah. I don't put the phone in my back pocket. I don't know why people do, but I don't know. But anyway, because of the initial panic and pandemonium that has swept across the US like a wave of vomit, it was
they went off. It just was amazing how much everyone went off.
So the equivalent to Our Choice magazine did some tests and found it takes more than 30 kilos of pressure to begin to deform the iPhone 6. And now, is this an iPhone so this would be referring to 6 and 6 plus.
No, they're different. They've got different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 30 kilos of pressure to begin to deform an iPhone 6, and it was over 45 kilos when the screen separated. The 6 Plus was 40 kilos to deform, so which is more, and 50 kilos for screen separation, which is more. Oh, talking about separation sounds like at the footy. so that's a lot of
That's
weight.
a fair weight. Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose if you're sitting on something, probably most of your body weight would be on your backside, and I suppose just don't put the phone in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Easy fix. Now, the worst device, apparently, HTC One, started to bend at 27 kilos and 40 kilos. So 27 for the bend, 40 for the separation.
Yeah. Which isn't very much by comparison to others. It's still a fair amount that you wouldn't expect to happen, but it's less than the 6, which was getting all the troubles.
Now, the best was a plastic Samsung. The screen shattered at 68 kilos.
I think it was a Samsung Note 3, just off the top of my head.
Yes, and as an addendum to this story, the iPhone 5 was 59 kilos to deform and 68 to separate.
Yeah.
So, so obviously it's not a real problem. What is everyone carrying on about? It's not a real problem. Because you saw you see the photos on the nets and all this, and they've got this just guys with their fingers, bending it like this, pushing it up and trying to bend it, and you can see it bent. You see photos with it actually the metal chassis sort of crimped at the volume button. So it was actually a crimp in it, but that's obviously just really, really stuck in a door or something and pushed closed or something. I don't know.
Don't know.
But so anyway, so Michael, real world experience. It's tough as old boots.
But there's two more addendums to the story. One is I can't remember who it was now. One of the better known reporters that kicks around. He just walked into an AT&T store and started bending on the phone, and didn't do any damage.
Right.
And said, I've given it a fairly good test. I'm confident that what I can write now is correct, because he just went on the bandwagon when he did it. But also 2 kids got arrested in the States because they went in and tried doing it for several phones and sort of were leaning on it.
Yeah, okay.
Pushing the phone on the table and leaning on it, and actually got one to bend in the Apple Store.
Yeah, right.
Then got into trouble for damaging a brand new phone.
That journo goes in and he goes, I want to buy an iPhone 6. Let me first bend it, see if I can bend it. No, it didn't bend. Okay, I'll have one, just not that one. All right. So so the bendy is a figment of 9 people's imagination.
Yeah.
Now,
amazing.
yeah. So as far as the iOS, I'm not sure if we've got any stories coming up about iOS. We have got. Wait, I'll save that till then. Where there is a little iOS question. All right. Now, what's this one? Bash is getting bashed. What is bashed? Bash, and why is he getting bashed?
So Bash is just like in the old terminal days, where you used to type in instructions to your computer and get it to do things.
Oh yeah.
So it's short for Bourne, Bourne, again, shell. So it's just like, you can use it for doing scripting language. It can be used for doing remote logins.
Right.
And then just, typing in the instructions and,
Yeah. So just like a terminal, like Telnet or whatever it is.
Yeah. And this is probably the biggest news of the whole week, and it did get some recognition, but nowhere near as the 9 iPhones that were bent. But they found a vulnerability in it that's been there for over 20 years, but they've only just discovered it. And because there's so many machines that run Bash, like Unix, we're talking banks and a lot of their servers, web browsers, web servers,
right?
The Apache web server, for example.
Oh yeah, yep.
And all Internet of Things devices, routers, all these things have got light versions of Unix in them these days, and have bash in it, so you can go in and change some settings and that sort of thing. So you can look like you're doing a nice GUI interface, and all it's doing is typing the same bit of information in bash in the background. And there's this big vulnerability where you can, basically you start typing format drive C, and it just happens in the background and wipes your machine out. Or
yeah, right.
Right.
Okay, well, that's no good. You don't want to do that. So this has existed for 20 years.
Over 20 years, yeah.
How did it come to light? Someone's just found they had their machine wiped or something, and they've gone, hey, that's no good.
It's an open source thing, and they always say, with open source, the advantage of that is so many people are looking at it.
Yeah.
But that only sort of applies to current software. So someone must have been just fiddling in the background and just discovered it.
Yeah, right. So Bash is not an Apple. Is it an Apple language or an Apple?
No, it's a Unix language. Right. So Unix and Linux machines have got it. Yeah.
But the Mavericks and all that, they've got.
Well, they're Unix based.
Yeah.
So you can go into terminal and do things, or you can allow. The biggest vulnerability on Apple's side is if you've got sharing in the sharing preferences, you can have sharing turned on with remote login, and you can come in basically in terminal and do a remote login that way.
Yeah, okay.
That's the only way. If you haven't got that remote login turned on your machine, you've got nothing to worry about.
Oh, who turns that on? Yeah, you do. I don't.
Some people do on their servers. I don't have it turned on any of my machines for remote login in that particular way.
Yeah. So I think if you're going to do remote login, if you just, normal putzers like us, you probably just want to use TeamViewer or something like that, and get you in rather than bashing it out of Bash and whatever you're doing. Let's just go TeamViewer.
Just depends what you used to. If you're a programmer, one of the things you used to do is just typing in instructions. Yeah. If you're not a programmer, it's not really relevant to most people.
Now, I'll give you. I've got an experience I had this week actually, and it's through not the TeamViewer because just reminded me, but through Log Me In. So you've heard of Log Me In?
Yep.
So you know how you sign up for these things, and so I signed up for it and signed up for the pro version, pay your annual fee and all this sort of stuff. Well, I did that, and I'd been doing that for probably 4 years or something like that. So anyway, it came time that I thought I don't want to use this anymore. The guy that I was using it with, he'd gone away for 6 months or something, and I was going to pick it up again in 6 months' time or whatever, But I thought, I'm not going to pay for the subscription if I don't need it. So anyway, it was coming up to renewal, and I thought, okay, I don't want this anymore. So I cancelled it. Well, I didn't cancel it. I couldn't cancel it because you know how these things, you can't find how to cancel them. So you just go, bah! And so I jumped in and I changed the expiry date on the credit card. So then I started getting the emails, we can't get your payment, blah, blah, blah. And I went, oh, this is good. This is good. So it's, I'm finished with it. It's gone. And so anyway, 3 months later, like yesterday, the other day, checked my statement. It's gone through. And I went, no way. How's this worked?
How?
Yes. So I jumped back onto the Log Me In. Yeah, the account's still going. And I looked at my credit card on my profile there. Yeah, still had the expiry date. Like I changed it to an incorrect expiry date, and it's gone through. So I rang him up. And they said, it's renewed. I said, I know. I said, I don't want it to. I said, I need you to refund. And he says, did you ring us up to cancel? And I went, no, of course. I said, I didn't ring you to start it. So I said, why would I ring you to cancel?
Exactly right.
So, and he said, well, you didn't ring us to cancel, the charge stays. And I said, are you kidding me? I said, okay. Well, I think that you've dubiously taken this out of my credit card. I said, because you have manually input data or security, the credit card data that's not correct. You have guessed my expiry date, or you have used the correct expiry date that was in the system before I changed it. And he goes, no. He goes, the banks supply that for us if we don't have the right one. I went, right.
No,
I said, this is just so. I said, this is wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I said, this is not right at all. And anyway, I said, put me through to someone who can. I said to him, can you actually refund this? And he went, no. And I said, well, I don't want to talk to you anymore then. I said, put me through to someone who can refund it. And so he puts me through this other team leader. And at the end of the same story, company policy. Company can't do it. And so anyway, I said to him, can you refund it? He goes, no, I can't. I said, okay. I said, are you going to refund this or not, or do I take this further? And he goes, we are not refunding it. I can't believe that this global company is so just it's just not morally right. It's probably not even legally right that what they did, but not moral for $80. They're gonna.
Yeah, but they've
it's crazy.
The bank doesn't supply them. The bank will not supply them your credit expiry details. That's the first thing.
That's right.
That I know for a fact.
Yeah, that's right.
So whatever they've done is fraudulent.
Yes, I know. Yes, that's
so I'd just be going to the bank and saying I didn't authorise the payment.
Yep, that's what
you show me the contract that I've signed that says they can do that, and also they've fraudulently done it. So I'm quite happy to go to the police if you want me to.
Well, I think I might as well, because I am just. It's not the $80. I'm just so incensed that they were so.
So desperate for your $80, Glenn.
Yes, just and so condescending when I was speaking to them.
How many other people are they ripping off?
Yeah, look, I'm not happy, But anyway, I've set the disputed transaction away. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. But anyway, that was Log Me In. Very bad experience with them. There's another one that's a lot better, and it's TeamViewer. It's a lot easier to use anyway, so it's a lot better. So if you're with Log Me In. Oh, geez, don't go through my experience. Now, that should have been my dolt tip, because I was going dolt while I was talking to these idiots. Now, Michael, you've got a dolt tip, or is yeah, that's right. They'll be going dull. Now, have you still got this problem, or you going to re-look into it? Or you still...
No. This is another problem.
Oh no,
another challenge for people.
Yes.
So it's to do with iPhone 6s.
Yes.
So with an iPhone 6 Plus, if I just hold it there in the right spot, sorry, I'll just got my bad shoulder still. So I'm here and I rotate it. The page turns and the icons turn.
Yes.
I go back again, they go back.
Yes.
So you can use it on the side, got full screen, start typing away, whatever you like. So, I've seen people have said, "Oh, but mine won't do that. Mine won't do that." So firstly, sorry, it's only for the iPhone 6 Plus, not the iPhone 6. That's the first thing to point out.
Right.
So it's only for 6 Plus. And if you're in zoom mode, because when you're actually setting the phone up, you get a choice between normal and zoomed mode. So zoom mode makes all the icons just a bit bigger.
Okay.
Won't rotate in zoom mode either.
Oh, so now can you change between these modes when it's set up, or is it only at setup?
No, you can go into settings and
go
to display and change from zoom to normal and normal to zoomed and
right.
But
but
It's
interesting.
They don't tell you in zoom mode rotation won't work. For example, they don't tell you that. So
yeah, right. Oh,
so just
something
that's another 20 minutes down the.
Yes. Well, that's something to keep in your back pocket if you are. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, not your phone, just the idea.
Just the idea. That's right. Now, look, we got a listener question this week, and it is. Oh no, excellent. Can I change the drive that iTunes does backups for my OS devices? Well, I'm thinking yes. I have tried to use the mlink or whatever the Windows DOS command is. I tried a couple of versions, but cannot seem to get it to work. I have an SSD as my main drive, and I'm finding these backups are taking valuable space. All right. Okay. Now, Michael, your instructions.
So I personally know this is work because this is what I do. So I have, again, I personally have a MacBook Air with a little SSD in it, and I've got a few of what they call symbolic links, which means full on the application and the operating system thinks the folder that the mobile backups is in the right place, but I've got it on another drive, and you just see that little shortcut with the little arrow on that bottom left-hand corner when you're looking at it.
Yep.
But as far as the actual operating system and things think, it's in its right place, so it just does the backup, doesn't come up with any errors.
Right. Okay. All right. And now you've linked in Windows and Mac.
There's two different websites that I've gone through and double checked their information. And the important thing is just have a read through it first before you try and do it, just so you can sort of get your head around it. It's not the straightforward thing. You're doing something. You're trying to defeat the operating system, so you've just got to be careful of what you do and not muck it up.
Yeah, so I suppose that's a handy little thing to use, because like most people these days, we've got little hard drives as drive Cs or main drives as in your Mac. And what do? You might have 5 iPads or 5 iPhones in your household or something, and all the backups. If you've got a 32 gig iPhone, well, what potentially? I suppose your backup could be what? It could be 32 gig. Would that be right? Potentially.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not going to work if you've got a little 64K SSD, is it? 64K, that'd be good. 64 gig SSD. So all right. So
you could have it full of photos. It's 64, and then change 20 photos. And when you're doing your backup, it's going to try and back them all up again. So it's not.
I wonder why Apple doesn't let you change this easily. Like you've got to do this back end.
Well, they sort of don't let you change anything easily, do they? Like,
no. I wonder if it's because they want you to subscribe to iCloud for your backups.
Well, they've lowered the price for that as well now, but it's still, I've got a iPhone 6, 64 gig.
Yep.
Where all my phones have been 16 up until now, because that was sort of the middle one, but 64 is the middle one now. And you're right. What's your original iCloud one now is going to be free. iCloud Drive is going to be 20 gig free.
Oh, really? When does that start?
I would say the end of October.
Oh, okay.
Windows people can get it now, I believe. Because they've got iCloud available, iCloud Drive available, where the Mac people don't.
Now, you had a beef about that as well, haven't you?
Oh, I did have a beef about that.
Did you speak about that last week? Or was that...
Last week's, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I knew I'd heard about it somewhere. I wasn't sure. So it's on the show last week. That's where. So that hasn't been fixed yet.
That hasn't been resolved till Yosemite comes out for the Mac.
Which will be soon.
Halfway through October, the end of October.
Yeah, gee, that's a lag of trying to get things working. And I suppose there's a more serious bug with iOS 8 and reset all settings in the iCloud Drive.
Yes, yeah. Our woes continue, don't they?
Yeah, where's Steve? Can he come back? Can someone try and channel him or something? Did these problems... I know we had the antenna gate and stuff like this, but did Steve have so many numerous problems? Like you had maps problems, you got now this reset problem in iOS 8, you've got was it just...
I'm sure we had Steve problems, yes.
So anyway, the bug in iOS 8 reset all settings option also erases the iCloud Drive documents. Handy stuff.
Apparently
saves you formatting it, doesn't it? You want to wipe all those business documents? Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. Just reset settings iOS 8. That'll do it for you. Nice and easy. It appears that there may be a serious bug with the reset all settings option in iOS 8, causing users who activate the feature to lose all their documents stored in the iCloud. Now, according to multiple posters on Mac Rumors forum, using the reset all settings option under general reset has caused documents to be permanently deleted from the iCloud. What is going on? Now,
what is going on?
Because I had an iPad update fail today as well. I can't probably blame Apple. It's probably not their fault. It just happened. I updated my iPhone. I updated my wife's iPhone. Everything went through smooth, sweet as a nut. So I thought, okay, well, there's not too much on my iPad. I'll just back that up. Plugged it in. And next thing I know, it was just all reset. Hello, welcome to your new iPad. I said, oh, no. And, okay, where's my backups? No backups. So, and that's brought me to...
You will find that if you go back through the show notes, we did tell everyone to back up before they did it and make sure that the backup was all right.
Well, I'd done two upgrades.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well, that's probably right. That's Tim Cook's got that playing in his office right now. He's listening to this show and he's just going, "Where cue that Meatloaf?" Now,
it's a New U2's track.
You guys spoke about that, did you? The U2.
Yes, we did. We did.
Yeah, I know.
And what was interesting is because you know that you get a free track every week anyway, and you just go back and you just click the button, it says free, and it downloads it. And they released 4 Beatles tracks this week. Gave you an EP for individuals Beatles tracks this week that have been remastered for iTunes.
So how do you get this every week?
You just go into iTunes and there's a free track every week. But you didn't get an email? Oh, you've been away. But you should have got an email this week saying, thanks, Mr. iTunes customer. Here's a Beatles EP for you with 4 remastered tracks.
How long's this been going on for?
Well, I got the EP this week.
Yeah, but has this been going on for a year, or is this just since the release of?
No, that's a freebie that I hadn't seen before. But they have had free tracks every week since iTunes started.
Oh, I don't get squat. I'll probably have to check me spam.
You need to look at it occasionally.
I'll have to check me spam. It's probably gone into spam. Damn things. Because I would have liked the Beatles. That'd be good.
Yeah, they are very good.
But anyway, I believe everyone spoke about the U2. We spoke about it last week on Aussie Tech Heads, and Michael spoke about it with Jace on previous shows. We won't go back into that. So don't forget Aussie Tech Heads. It's from Thursdays. New episodes every week from Thursdays. You can grab that on iTunes or go to the webpage, aussietechheads.com.au. You can find Aussie Mac Zone webpage at aussiemaczone.com.au. Show notes for both shows, all going good. Now, there's the Tech Radio, aussietechradio.com. This Aussie Mac Zone, Aussie Tech Heads, and a slew of others. All there, just waiting for your shoutcasting enjoyment. So get on some of those.
Get on and enjoy it. That's
right. And Facebook, if you want to contact us on Facebook, it's just facebook.com/Aussie Tech Heads. And yeah, away you go. Michael, Glenn, Jason at aussiemaczone.com.au. Now you're all up to speed with everything. Now here's one, Michael. Are we becoming fashionistas?
Fashionistas. That's us, mate. We're fashionistas now.
Fashionistas. Now, Michael sent me a... Can I play this now?
Please.
Okay. You got to be quiet because there was a very, very poor recording from Michael. But anyway, here we go.
Captain Peacock, are you free?
Now, if you missed that, I'll do it 2 more times because it's pretty funny.
Captain Peacock, are you free? Captain Peacock, are you free?
Yeah, so anyway, I'm sure if you can't hear, it's Mrs. Slocum. Captain Peacock, are you free? Now, what is...
a fashionista in her own right too, wasn't she?
With the different colour, the blue hair, the red hair, the orange hair, the green hair, the brown hair. Yes. Yeah, so that was a funny show.
We're tying into Fashion Week in Paris. That's what it is at the moment. And as expected, the Apple Watch has been put on display at Colette Boutique in Paris.
Ooh.
So it's obviously an upmarket Kmart, and I mean an upmarket shop of some description.
Upmarket Kmart.
So everyone got an invitation over there, a one-day only experience, and Apple serviced the Colette.fr French website, and they'd be highlighted at the event. So
that's not the Colette that used to sing "Ring My Bell."
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And so they've got these funny display things that the phones are in for people to go and obviously look and don't touch.
Right.
And it's a high end. Colette's boutique's obviously a high end place, and they've decided to, maybe she's a friend of the girl from. That's the Apple retail salesperson now, Angela Arendt, who was in Sydney last week.
Oh, yeah, right, yep.
So they've included the iWatch, which isn't even released yet. It's got months to go.
Now, is it called the iWatch?
Showing it off at the Apple Watch. Sorry,
yes.
Apple Watch.
Sorry, yes.
I'm an idiot. Fell for it again. But yeah, so there's pictures floating around that you can look at. Just do a search for Colette Boutique Apple Watch, and you'll see the nice displays that they've got going on there, and all the people hanging around having a look at them.
I think might have one here. I'm trying to find them now.
Yeah, but it's just interesting that it's a big fashion thing for something that's not even released. That it shows you that they're getting in there. And
so is it Colette? And I'll go fashion.fr,
yeah, or
Fashion Week.
Colette Boutique, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
there's one there, yeah.
There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so look, I wonder why it's not the iWatch. I think that were they trying to go towards Apple
I think
phone?
they're going away from I think they've run out of eyes.
Yeah, so they're just going to Apple phone, Apple iPad,
Yeah,
or,
I think that's what'll
or
happen.
Apple
Yeah.
Pad, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, all right, where am I?
So just continuing on the fashion talk that we got going, because we're fashionistas now.
Yes.
This is Aussie Fashion Week. So several designers last week said they were looking into making pockets bigger to take the bigger iPhones after receiving many requests from customers. And I just thought that was very strange that they've brought this up and saying it now when, as Samsung and Google have been pointing out, they've had big phones for 4 years now.
but they're not important.
But nobody obviously nobody
cares.
asked for designer jeans or a nice little designer top with a big enough pocket to put your 6 Plus in.
Hey, I got a product for you, an invention even. Now, it's along this along the same lines as when you don't want your toes squashed, what do? You put on some steel cap boots. When you don't want your phone squashed, what about a steel lined pocket? Hey, you can slide it in the back pocket, steel lined.
Yes,
and
yes.
You will not squash your phone, not crack your phone. How's that, eh? You heard it here first.
Might break your butt, but
yeah. Look, I don't know. I know. Is it all the young people do the phone in the back pocket? I just don't
back
get
pocket
it.
all the time. Yeah.
Why? Like, easiest place to pick. I don't know why.
And probably, and once we start paying with the phone, more people will be putting it. Like, you won't need your wallet, so they'll just carry that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I don't put it. I just have it in my side pocket. That's where I put it.
I just have them in my front pocket, so I have it in my pockets of my jacket.
Yeah, I have it in my shorts, but I'll just put it in one of my side pockets in the shorts. That's good enough for me. Yeah, good enough for me.
So these new pockets should now match our deeper pockets, which we've been accused of having for a long time, being Apple people.
Well, yes, and we were just talking about it earlier, weren't we? About the prices of the plans and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I might be sticking with my 5 for a little bit longer. Yeah, it is a 5. It's not a 5S. It's a little 5.
Well, when I ordered mine, it was going to be, could have been a month away, and it only took them 3 weeks, so that was probably all right.
So you're entirely happy with it?
Well, as I said, I've only had it for 2 days. So.
Oh, yeah. So all the apps are working, or do you find that when the same thing happened when when the 5 come out, that some apps didn't go the full screen? Have we got to wait for apps to come up to speed, or you haven't come across that yet?
No, I haven't struck any yet. There has been lots and lots of updates for all the apps. As soon as iOS 8 came out, there were lots and lots of updates. So I had a funny thing with driving with the maps yesterday where I reckon it didn't rotate, but maybe it was in 3D view or something. I don't know why it didn't feel like it was working properly, so I'll try it again.
Yeah, but
you've convinced me that I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, no, I just convinced you that there's probably a setting. You do that all by yourself, the other thing. Now, so with mine, it just goes, just landscapes. Yeah. I put in my cradle in the car, and away I go. So there's no issue. This is Apple Maps we're talking, yeah?
Yeah, Apple Maps.
Yeah, no worries. There must be, unless yours is your little hydrometer or whatever it's called is stuck or something. Whatever you call it.
Don't know.
Don't know. Well, guess
worth
what?
a try to find out. But
yeah, I don't care because it's not my phone. So
thanks for your supporting Queensland. Bye.
No worries. Hey, did you watch the Gold Coast Cops on Channel 10?
No.
Oh, that was all right. Huh? Yeah, that was good.
Unfortunately, I don't watch any of those sort of shows.
Well, I don't watch Cops as a general rule, but because it was Gold Coast, I thought I'd give it a look.
You're in most of them, aren't you?
Yeah. You can't see me head because I've got the bag over it. Or you just see me bum as I'm getting in the paddy van.
That's right, yeah.
It's paddy wagon.
Yeah. Where they hold your head so you don't hit your head going in the door.
Oh, they're nice like that, aren't they, coppers? Yeah. They're nice like that. I don't want you to hurt your head. No way. All right. Well, I think that's about it. That's all we've got for you this week. So apart from biggest story...
got no more questions? I know you're famous for your questions, but...
Oh, look, I probably do have. I can't... think of any right now at the top of my head. Now they've all escaped me.
We've been missing them.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have. Oh, that's what I was going. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was using this hours tracker app. You know, like you push clock on, clock off, clock on, clock off, just to track time that you spend with people.
Yeah.
And so, so my mum didn't like that. So I said I wouldn't use it on her anymore. So. So I back it up. You go back up, and I go, yeah, back up.
It's
all
not
the
that
time.
you're keeping time with her. It's you're invoicing her afterwards is the annoying part.
That's right. That's right. You know, I'm a busy son. So I'm backing up. You know, go, oh yeah, there's a little button there to back up, and I'm going, sweet. This is cool. This is cool. This is great. This is going to overwrite. You've got too many backups. It's going to overwrite one. Yep, sweet. So anyway, when I lost my iPad today, I had to restart it. So I downloaded this app thinking, oh, sweet, all these backups in the cloud somewhere. Who knows where, but they're there somewhere. I've been sending them there. So I tried to do it. No, nothing there. I'm going, oh, hang on. So what I eventually found out was what they called a backup, which I suppose it was, but it was only backing up to the iPhone or to iTunes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it was a shared file on iTunes. It wasn't going anywhere else. It was going to iTunes, and because my backup failed, well, the shared file failed, so I lost all this data. But it's just as well I didn't use it too much. I'll let Mum go with that the last couple of months. No, she's been good to me. So
we had one this week, which we're attempting to do a data recovery for a customer. His iPad was smashed to smithereens by his girlfriend because he'd been working too hard, and he's got he's got a month's worth of invoices he needs to work to invoice his customers. Now he's got no idea how much to charge each customer.
No.
She smashed the crap out of it.
Well, there's no presents for her this month.
No,
or probably ever.
So
they've done it like a banana.
It's a bit of a slow, painstaking.
So what do you do
not
there?
interested in repairing it, but just trying to get the data out.
So what do you open that up and try and get the
get the board out, plug it into another machine.
Oh
There's
dear,
no power to it.
Oh
so
dear.
you can go through and try and
At
work out where it's broken inside and
yeah, right. But at what stage does it come uneconomical? Oh, he must have some.
Well, let's say he's got
$2,000.
$4,000 worth of invoices in there, and I know he's quoted having more than that.
Yeah.
But it's got to be worth $1,000, hasn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, geez, what a pickle he's in. What a pickle. Anyway, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's the end of the show. Cool. So we made it. I'm back. We made it through another one. So you two will be on next week, and I will see everyone in a fortnight. Thanks for coming on. Jace is at work. That's why I never heard from him this week. He's stuck at work doing work stuff. Whatever
What's that?
Snoozing, drinking coffee. He's the boss down there, isn't he? He's got his legs up on the desk. Just
he probably dozed off and forgot.
Yeah, he's got the Penske file there. Every now and then he just gets the collars of his jacket, his suit jacket, just goes
yes
like this and lays back. And then someone comes into the room and he just goes.
It's so hard.
It is so hard, It is hard. Oh,
I'm
James.
busy. Leave me alone.
We wish him well with his work. He's got the stress. He's got the whole lot. All right. But anyway, you'll see Jace next week with Michael. You'll see me in 2 weeks. So until then, thanks, Michael, for coming on. And
thanks, mate. Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you again soon. So until next time, it's bye for now. Ta-da.